Good afternoon, guys. Before I get into this video, first thing I wanted to say is April 29th, I will be at the YouTube call out all set up. And April 28th, I will be at the Northeast Super Forums meet with my Supra. It's going to be a busy weekend for me, but I hope you can be there. Do me a favor and show up, and hopefully we get to meet. Now let's get to the rest of this.
This is what I listen to. Yeah. I'm a basic bitch. I know. I don't care.
Well, the original idea was I was going to take it here, try and wash the car. Problem is, it's still fucking too cold. As you can see, they literally have salt in the ground I'm stepping on right now, which is fucking awesome. Because everything keeps freezing over. So that's not getting sprayed off. Although it does look incredibly good right now. That's the best part about having your car ceramic coated. It stays clean all the fucking time. You don't have to do anything. It's awesome. The only problem is I hate living here in PA anymore. I'm kind of like over the whole cold weather thing. I gave up snowboarding, so now I'm just kind of ready for warm weather all the time. But at least the car looked good, so that's a positive. All right, guys, so I was having a good day. You know, I was coming home, no big deal. You don't think of it, and then just like a wild pack of awesome cars just shows up, you know. Curtis, Cody, awesome cars. Like, look, I don't get it. Like, how do I not know these cars exist in my little town? Like, this is beyond amazing right now. I'm gonna let them speak on the cars though, because they're both just so badass. Let's start with Curtis here first.
Alright, so this is my 2005 BMW M3. It has airlift 3P performance suspension, headers, exhaust, tune, some racing seats, door pulls, a CAE short shifter, and a couple other like body aesthetics and wheels. But it's really come along in the past 2 years.
So how long have you owned the car?
I've had it since actually March of 2016.
So you haven't owned this car very long then?
No, it's pretty short amount of time.
The car is mint. So did you buy the car this clean, or did you have to do a lot of work to get it to the state?
So I actually bought it from a guy who worked at BMW for the past 11 years or so, and he was about like a 40-year-old dude, just took care of it, kept it in his garage, drove it on weekends, cars and coffees. And it was pretty much pristine whenever I bought it, 100% stock, and pretty much everything that's done to it, I've done to it as well. So
that's pretty awesome, man. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
I'm Cody. This is my 2013 Scion FRS. I got it about 2 years ago, January of 2016, and it's static. I have VC coilovers on it, custom spring rates, 14K in the front, 16K in the rear. Everything in the engine is mainly stock, but has a front lip, Mishimoto oil cooler, hella supertone horns, status racing seats, renowned steering wheel, and has a diffuser, exhaust. Yeah, it's about it.
It's a pretty awesome car, man. I mean, the first thing I noticed, guys, was the color. So if you guys can see the color on it, it's amazing on this car. And are you the original owner of this car, or?
I'm actually the second owner. I got it in Kutztown, PA. The owner of the actual dealership was the first owner of it, and he had it for until about 12,000 miles or so, and he traded it in for a Corvette, and then I found it online, and I went up, looked at it. It was in great shape, and I've had it ever since then, and it was 100% stock whenever I bought it, and this is just basically what I've done with it so far. But
it's awesome, man.
It, yeah.
So now here's the big day, guys. I'm super excited right now because finally I get to put the MR2 back on solid ground. Wilhelm Raceworks finally got the parts out to me. No issues with him, and there was an issue with powder coating with the guy out there, but he got him out and got him out quick, and I got a couple other things from him too. So first up, this is what I need to get the car back down. These are your stock tension rods that he modifies, all right, so they become adjustable. With my tires and wheels and stuff I have on here, I want to pull the front wheels up just a little bit more, and this will allow me to do so. Also, the bushings were worn out and stuff. He powder coats them, re-zincs the bolts, and using the factory rods, I feel a lot safer using this material and metal than I would, say, some cheap Megans. He uses quality fasteners and everything else too. Yeah, so I'm not really too worried about this failing. He also includes all the bushings that you need to slip in here, so it spaces them out properly, just like that. This should be nice and easy to get on, and also no more stupid rubber to deal with. If you guys saw one of the last episodes, I actually had to buy new bolts. As you can see, I have one old bolt and one new bolt. The old bolt on the one side completely fused to the rubber and the metal in there. Just over time, just fused itself to it, like it welded itself. There's no way to get it out, period. We couldn't cut it out, nothing. It literally welded itself, fused itself together, so I had to buy a new bolt. This won't happen with that now. I'm also going to lube this bolt up just to be safe, so to make sure it doesn't happen, but that was just one thing too. Another thing I did get from Wilhelm was this. These are custom top hats for coilovers. So I'm getting a set of BC coilovers here shortly. What these top hats do is, well, let me pop the hood and show you. So what they do is this. If you can see right now, there's your open hole, and right there's where your camber plate would be. So your bolts can only go so far. What this does is it moves it up and over more, so you get even more clearance with your coilovers and gives you better control of your car. So I'm pretty excited about getting these on. I'll do a detailed install on how to put these on your coilovers. Now, these are specific to most coilovers, so this is specific to a BC coilover. There's certain ones for Fortune Auto, Teen, etc. So make sure you go to the website and make sure you get the correct one. He lists everything out, what you need. Some guys need special parts with them also. The one thing I do like about Wilhelm, and I shouldn't say the one thing, is he's very detailed. He gives you all the instructions you would need, how to put them on, and then his website has a plethora of information. So very excited about this, and now I need to take off the front wheels, reinstall these bad boys, and adjust them to my likings. I'm gonna figure out, I think I took pictures of what the stock settings were, set it to that at first, and then adjust it accordingly. So what I'm gonna do here first is, I believe it's this one, or maybe it's this one. Hell, I can't even remember. It's been so damn long now. No, it's this one. I'm like 90% sure. Grab this bad boy here. I'm gonna have to slide my ass under the car again and remove this too, because this is gonna be in the way. I gotta slide my fat ass under the car and get these bolted up. So I'm gonna try and get under here and try to get the camera positioned accordingly. Right now, but tension rod is on here, bolting everything up. There's one single 17mm bolt that goes through the, I can't even think of the technical name for it, but it goes through here. Then the last two 17mm bolts that actually bolt it down to the swing arm, and that's it. It's that basic to get on, and it bolted right up. Using this new bolt really helped a lot. I'm not looking forward to putting that other old bolt on, but yeah, this was easy enough. Adjusting it is super easy. You don't need to take the rod on and off. He double threaded the end, so you can just literally spin the center section here, and that is how you adjust the front tension rod. So I got the one on, now I need to swing over and do the other one yet, and I will be done and be able to drop this down the ground. I'm super excited right now. All right, guys, so now everything's on. I got both tension rods on now. I have to take my hood off here, it's getting hot. But as you can see here, this light's probably in the way, but yeah, both tension rods are on now. So pretty excited about this. So now I can drop it down, but I guess I need to measure it, double check everything. This is the shitty part, like making sure it's right, because if the toe's off, it'll drive all fucking wonky. Yippee. So now I got to take it off and remeasure it, not take it off, but measure everything and make sure it's 100%, and then yeah, should be good to go, and take it down the road for a test drive, which I haven't driven it so long. I need to test the brakes again here. Last time I took it all apart, the brakes were leaking a little bit. So take it for a drive and test those again. As long as all that turns out, I'll be able to drive it until I get coils. And then I have to install these things. It's like a never-ending process, but it's fun as shit to me. Finally. fucking finally. Just, would you look at it? Just, would you look at it though? Like beyond excited right now to have it down the ground. But now I gotta do a flip flop because I gotta take the brakes off of that now that the calipers are done. So I'm gonna move that to here and this to there and then go test drive this. First world problems. So now I gotta flip the cars around. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So got the Super back in now, but I still got the MR2 outside. I need to put it back up, which I knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna have to keep adjusting. Now I've got it adjusted enough that it's not hitting the rear part anymore, so that's good. But now it's hitting up front. So I need to bring it back a little bit. But that's all part of the process of getting this done. But I'm just happy to see it down the ground for once. I mean, I'm like stumbling on my own words because I'm so excited right now. So, so all right guys, I got the wheels adjusted now. It doesn't rub anymore. So I'm actually able to drive it. Yes, the wheels do stick out. I think I'm gonna replace the tires with a 225 or something different. What, Cody?
Where's reverse at? Back to the right?
Bo, guys, he doesn't know where reverse is at. Yeah, it's in the back. He's used to new cars. He's got his Subaru, which is right here. We were trying to put overlays on, but I just want to get it backed out so you guys can see it outside. Oh, he almost stalled it. Come on, go ahead. Pull the e-brake. Just let it run, you're fine. Well, my boy Cody's over right now. We were trying to put overlays on a Subaru, and how well did that go, Cody?
Not very well.
What happened, Cody?
We threw them all out. They were junk. Etsy.com.
Ain't happening.
It didn't happen.
It ain't happening. But we did get the MR2 out. We went for a maiden voyage, and I'll take you guys for my own personal one here with you. But it drove. It didn't rub. Nope, the front wheels did not rub. I have all my fender liners. I repeat, I have all my fender liners. Now, I haven't lowered it yet, and I haven't gone full tilt. I guess that's the word I'm looking for.
Full tilt. Yeah, no full tilt.
Yeah, no full tilt yet. I think it will hit a little bit up front, but thank goodness for those tension rods. It has saved me, seriously, it saved me a ton. Without those, I'd be rubbing all over and have to remove the fender liners. I didn't have to. So I'm actually super, super happy about it now. I'm able to actually enjoy the car like I want to. The only thing I really like to do is swap out the tires. Probably the same size, just a different brand. Maybe a 245 instead of 255 in the back, but I'd prefer to keep a 255 if possible. But I'm just gonna do a complete walk around. I mean, what do you guys think?
You're right. I'm gonna take a photo, and then in your video, you can put a sound effect behind it and go whoosh.
Yep. You guys can see there, it does have a little meat to it in the back, but no camber yet, and I have to put it, it has to add stock camber to it yet. I wish I could fix that. I need to get that pushed in. Now on the front here, as you can see, now again, this is actually positive camber right now. It needs to be brought in some, actually a good bit. So once I get that pulled in, but seeing the front bumper fixed now, having the JDM moldings and the JDM turn signals in it, having everything cleaned up with a true 93, I guess it's a 93 extended lip because the true 93 is not as big as that. I think it's, I don't know, it just looks like standing here right now, especially the back, if I switch out the tires and I switch out the front ones, I think this thing will look perfect once I lower it some and get everything done.
There goes a sight from my soul.